a copy of your book to DG Competition, and I can assure you I will give it a pride of place in the library or in the waiting room after having read it. Because as you know, as officials, we are not allowed to accept gifts over 40 pounds. And this book weighs at least 100 pounds. Now, I see a lot of familiar faces here, so it's a bit like a family gathering. And that's not a surprise, because if you read the list of 46 contributors, it's like a who is who of DG Competition. First of all, take the editors. Both Ali and Jonathan have spent time at DG Comp. And after his departure, Ali has continued to work in the field, first in private practice, and then at the OFT, and now again in private practice. And Jonathan, after many wanderings, arrived at DG Markt, and we are a brother and sister DG, as we have closely discovered in the financial crisis. And in editing this book, they proved that you can take the boy out of DG Competition, but you can't take DG Competition out of the boy. And the table of contents of the book reads like a short history of DG Competition. I had a quick look at the list of contributors, and I see, of course, a lot of familiar names. And if you have contributed to this book, you either work for DG Competition, or you have worked for DG Competition, and if not, you probably should be working for DG Competition. So I would like to congratulate both Ali and Jonathan with this momentous achievement, and to edit a volume of this magnitude beside all your heavy duties is really a tour de force. I probed Jonathan this morning, and he told me that he actually read the whole book before it was being printed. Now, by magnitude, I do not only refer to the physical size of this weighty tome, but also to its importance. Ever since the first edition in 1999, the EU law of competition has been one of the leading texts in the field. It is used by officials, private practitioners, and academics alike, and it's an indispensable source of reference on all matters related to European competition law. So I would like to congratulate the individual authors for their contributions. Now, the book you are launching today is the third and significantly updated edition. So, what has changed? What has changed between the first and the current edition? Well, first of all, the title. The original EC law of competition of the 1999 and 2007 edition has become the EU law of competition. Secondly, the number of pages. Originally, the book was a mere 961 pages long. The second edition in 2007 numbered 1,844 pages, and the extra 1,000 pages at the time were necessary to accommodate the changes brought about by the introduction of Regulation 1/2003. Now, the third edition takes into account, and I cite your own words here, the increasing economic and legal sophistication that has occurred since 2007. As well as developments in, for instance, telecoms, pharmaceuticals, and media. And that is why this edition includes an extra 700 pages, up to a total of 2,368. But that's the volume. Let's look at the substance. The third change is the opening sentence of the book. Now, don't think that I came further than the opening sentence. Now, in 1999, the opening sentence read as follows, and I quote, there is a growing awareness among competition policy makers of the importance of economics for their daily work. Now, in the current edition, the one that's being published today, it says there is a clear awareness among competition policy makers, competition lawyers and judges of the importance of economics for their daily work. So, let no one say that there has been no progress over the last 7 years. Now, to end my brief introduction, I would like to offer a couple of suggestions, not to improve the value of the book as a source of reference on competition law, because that will be impossible. But if it has to become a summer bestseller, a few changes could perhaps be made. Because in order to be a bestseller, you need a few key ingredients. First of all, the title. You need a good title. Now, the current title covers the content, but in order to top the New York Times bestseller list, you need something like Dawn Raids, Trust Busters, or The Competition Lawyer with a Dragon Tattoo. Secondly, you need a very powerful first sentence to set the stage. Take, for instance, one of my favorite authors, Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. First sentence of Pride and Prejudice: it is the truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of good fortune should be in want of a wife. I mean, what better first sentence can you write? Now, your first sentence, as just quoted, comes actually quite close. But instead of saying there's a clear awareness among policymakers about the importance of economics, you could also say it is a truth universally acknowledged that economics are important. Because let's face it, that's just about the same. So you would get, it is a truth universally acknowledged that a competition lawyer in possession of a good case is in want of economic theory. Thirdly, for a bestseller, you also need a plot. Now, if John Grisham can write legal thrillers, then why not one about competition law? So the story could involve a David versus Goliath struggle of competition enforcers against the machinations of an evil giant internet enterprise. I won't quote any names. Now, this is already latently present in the book, but it could be put forward a bit more explicitly. Then you need some sympathetic characters. In most bestsellers, the characters drive the plot. But as it is, the book still lacks a hero. So you should probably add a hero. Now this could be autobiographical. A brave Director-General responsible for the internal market and an intrepid private practitioner seem very credible heroes to me. Now you would have to decide between yourselves who of the two is the main character and who is the sidekick. And for a truly epic novel, you could include a support cast of about a dozen of competition specialists based on real-life examples. And then I think you need a little bit more action in the book. So to become a real page-turner, it still needs a little bit more car chases. Perhaps when you discuss the automotive sector, for instance. And then, of course, the book still misses a bit of a romantic interest. And if you don't mind, leave it to your own imagination to figure out how to do that. And then many great bestsellers are trilogies, so you could cut the book in 3 and publish the parts consecutively as a marketing plot. And I think with all these minor changes, I'm sure you could change what is a vital study of competition law into a smash hit summer blockbuster. And then all you need to do is to negotiate the movie rights, and I think there are a few commissioners who can help you doing that. Congratulations.